Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to do a quick video, of course, none other than the subject of fighting, except it's not just the physical fighting. Now, I've done videos like this in the past, but I figure, because more and more people ask me a lot of questions about fighting and what do I think about this art and so on and so forth. But I think that the answer is actually easier than most people can even imagine. Fighting is a mindset. Okay, it's having the mental capacity and fortitude to understand yourself. Okay, what you're good at, what you're not good at, what drives you, what brings you down, and so on and so forth. We all, on a day-to-day basis, go through fighting, and sometimes we just don't even know it. And a lot of us actually know we're fighting because some of us like to start fights. So when it comes to fighting, you can learn a trillion techniques. Okay, every single person on planet Earth can become an athlete, can just work on their mindset so that eventually it'll work on their physical aspects, which will eventually work on all of the things that they're aspiring to do and accomplish. So when it comes to fighting, we all know how to fight. We just don't always know how to apply it the same way. So, for example, let's say someone came to me and says, they've been bullied and, they just want to learn how to fight, fight back and defend themselves. So while it seems like a very simple solution, just show them what it is they need to do in order to protect themselves and bada boom, bada bing. The problem is that that's not exactly how it goes. So let's say I had someone come in here and they wanted to learn, how to protect themselves. So I show them all these techniques and I show them for months and months. And let's say, a good year. Okay, let's just say a year for now. And they got this technique down. And if this person does this, they'll do this. And if this person does this, they'll do this. And we lock all that down, right? Okay, so now we'll fast forward and here comes a year later. And now they bump into this same bully, okay? Now the bully already brings with them this aura, this element that this person was scared of to begin with, okay? So that's their persona. So now this person who knows how to defend themselves, who's been working out every day, learning how to build some self-confidence, they immediately see their bully. They go back into their data bank of memories and they start getting scared and they freeze up. Their heart starts palpitating, their muscles start flexing, their blood pressure goes up, their brain synapses are firing all off because they're overthinking certain things and they just freeze. And then all of a sudden, this bully has control over them. Now, let's say none of those kind of physiological things didn't happen to this individual. Can they beat this bully, one-on-one? Possibly. They've been training for a good year, a couple of hours, a few hours a day. But psychologically, their mindset didn't allow them to do what they know how to do physically. So we know that the mindset traps you in order to execute what you need to physically. So now the same is true, in every aspect of your life. So the same is true with a relationship. So you go home and you have some belligerent, drunken husband who likes to berate you with the way he speaks to you or the way he physically touches you. And this is actually both male, female, okay? But the example is still the same. And you want to build up, the mental, fortitude to approach him. But every time you see him, he just reminds you of yesterday and every day before that you've been with him. And so again, your mindset prevents you from moving forward with what you know you need to do. And then lastly, another example would be in the business world. Okay, So here you are, and you have a great education. You have all of these accolades. You have certificates on the wall, but then you work for a place that is hired you with a good salary, and then you buckle because you're not used to a manager, a supervisor, the boss, the owner of the company, coming to you, because you didn't learn that in college. You just learned how to do the work, but you didn't learn how to put the mindset towards actually doing the work in an environment that necessitates you to act on reflex, okay? Not just a skill set. So I think I belabored the point, but I think you understand that the skill set alone is only half the battle, okay? It's gonna come with, a good seasoned person who understands the mindset of fighting is gonna have to have a little bit more wisdom, someone who's a little bit more aged, someone who has a little bit more understanding of all of the facets that goes into actually fighting. And again, fighting not just in the physical sense, but in every sense. So at the end of the day, listen, if you want to truly learn how to fight, look at your day-to-day interactions and start adjusting those actions as if you were fighting. Now, fighting doesn't have to mean that it has to be aggressive. Fighting, I think has a bad connotation, and fighting is just simply being in a better position and understanding what you can do in that new position. But that new position is not going to just present itself to you, okay? You have to create that position, all right? This is true with every part of your life, and I guarantee you it's going to be true with every part of your life. So learn first how to have the strength, again, that mental fortitude I keep on mentioning about, the mindset that you need to become the person that can then execute in any arena in their life. So if this and this heart work together, so you have both the passion, but you also have the logical mindset to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you do it, so that it becomes more and more efficient for you. If you have that, then I guarantee you, you're going to succeed in life. Again, not just in the physical realm, not in the fighting realm, but in every aspect of your life, because that same fighting principle, that mindset, that type of methodology is applicable throughout everything. So I implore you, the first thing you want to do is make sure you get this right. Now, getting this right does require a lot of hard work, okay? So one of the things that I do here is I don't just teach people how to fight and teach them techniques. I mean, I got a million techniques I could show people. And while, they do work and they're great, if you don't get this right, you'll never, the moment you actually step into quote unquote the real world, you'll never be able to apply all of these myriad of techniques that you think you're going to use the moment something happens. So I just want you guys to first work on yourself here. Find a place that's going to help you both mentally and physically, and if spiritually, even more so, better. All right? Find a place that's going to do that for you. Find a place that's going to be confident that they know that they can help elevate your game in all areas of your life. Because what does it matter if you go to a class and you learn, some awesome stuff, and then you go after your class, you go to work, and your job treats you like crap, and your employer bullies you around because they know you need the job, and then you don't do anything, and then you feel miserable, and then you acquiesce to just this little paycheck, and then you live on this day-to-day fear every day going back into this job. No, that is not the way it's supposed to be. So the place you're working out with should help you both inside and out, so that wherever you go, whether it's you speaking with your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, whether it's speaking to your employer, whether it's speaking to one of your siblings, whether it's speaking to your children, whether it's speaking to whomever, that everything you're confident about is applicable in every arena of your life, or else you're going to be missing out on a lot. Okay, so again, find a place that's going to help you in every aspect, and I guarantee you your life will change for the better. You will be elevated, and your success in every arena of your life is just going to go through the roof. Okay, so last little word here: don't get pushed around. Know your worth, understand your value, and know that at the end of the day, you don't have to be a yes man. If you know that your value is not being valued for what you know you're worth, again, this comes to a mindset, just like in the martial art. You don't do it, okay? You have to understand that. So at the end of the day, please take everything that I'm saying and just really digest it. If you want, there is a book that I wrote. It's called The Superpower of Decisions. There's also a book I wrote about bullies. They're not just in schoolyards anymore. And check out the books and, get some little insight. Or you can always DM me or email me. Just reach out to me. I'm all over, whether it's going to be on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. All right? So I hope this has some value for you. Thanks a lot.